Well, I guess at your house, it's probably super quiet and like chill.
Very. I mean, you hear maybe a refrigerator running in the background, maybe some kids playing on the street or something like
Why
that.
don't you go catch it?
I I would if I could, but it's a little big for me.
Yeah, that's fair. My house is full of craziness. There's 3 dogs today,
Three
three
dogs,
people.
three
It's
people,
crazy times.
a
I know.
dog for every person.
There's a dog for every person.
A
There's a
person,
alligator here.
a alligator. Oh, watch out.
There's a husky mix here.
Oh,
There's a Juliet here. It's crazy times.
crazy times. Welcome to Dogcast with Dan and Greg. We talk about
Welcome to Dogcast.
We're going to talk about all the dogs and all the things that dogs do here on Dogcast.
I bet dogs make appearances during this podcast. It's a
Probably.
high probability.
At your house, yes.
Yeah, at your house, no, but my house,
They might bark a little
they'll
bit.
make an appearance. The Flash shaker bottle will make an appearance.
Yes.
There's all sorts of things making appearances in this podcast.
All things make an appearance.
I just throw money at Greg.
Hey, take it.
Yeah.
I can't
Dollar
get
bills. Hell, that's the challenge of doing things virtually. You just can't
Yeah.
take money from things. It's crazy.
I'm trying. It's just not working.
Whole bunch of things happening in the world right now.
I know.
It's too bad our podcasts come out 2 weeks after the day after we do them.
The day after we do them, I know it's like boom, we do it, and then it's like boom, hey, there you go, podcast.
We've eliminated Noam Chomsky from humanity finally.
Yeah, in the podcast.
He was in the Epstein files,
Okay,
hanging out with
all the people.
linguists that was anti-establishment and elites. Yeah,
Well, there you go.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been a stellar week.
All the things coming
Yeah,
through the interwebs.
it's amazing. I saw something that said that to date, and of course we can't confirm this because there's like 3 million pages, but to date, nobody that runs drag queen brunches has been found in the Epstein files.
Well, that's good.
Yes, and it could change.
Could change, but you never know.
It could change. Yeah, it could change. Also, no trans rights advocates have been found in the Epstein files yet.
Yet.
Yeah. Just amazing.
More good news. See, you got to take the good news with the bad news, and
I just emphasize yet. I mean, we don't know. There's like 3 million files.
3 million files, pages of things.
We could find all 300 million people eligible to be in the Epstein files by the end.
Oh, you never know.
You don't know unless you go into the future and go to the library.
Into the future in the library? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then you find out all sorts of stuff on the Computron?
Yeah, I mean, we learned last issue that the best way to find out information in the future in the 25th century, in the 2400s, is to go to the library.
Yeah, of course. That's where
why wouldn't you go to the library?
I mean, that's where all the knowledge is stored, at the library.
Correct.
Yeah.
You can't just get the knowledge on like a little device that you hold in your hand. You have to go to the library.
Got to go to the library because that's where the devices are at. They're from the past. They don't have the devices on them anymore. The devices they have don't do the thing that they want. That's like if you were to take your phone into the future, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't work. I mean, it might work. It might have some things that work on it, but it's not.
Yeah, it wouldn't know how to connect to the 43Gs.
Yeah, the 43Gs that are out there. It's like,
yeah.
Oh,
It'd be looking for the 5Gs.
I'm not even gonna lie. So like I have one of those things that my light is plugged into, and so
it's on the 5Gs?
No, it was on the
4Gs?
It was on the 2.4 megahertz internet, right? And it worked just fine. And then the 5Gs messed it up completely, royally, because it can't figure out how to connect to the internet. I mean, it can if you have it slowed down, right? Or if you keep it slowed down, or if you have it set to whatever, but because the house wants to be running fast all the time, it killed my little internet light thing.
Well, I found out the worst thing ever.
What's that?
In addition to your light, I have great news.
What's that?
AT&T bought Quantum Fiber.
Oh, wow.
I'm thrilled.
Are you thrilled?
Oh, yes.
Are you super excited?
I'm 100%. I'm 100% thrilled that the company I quit doing business with years and years and years ago
now owns the company that
in most capacities. Now owns the company that gives me my super fast internet.
And you're like, oh, it's gonna suck now.
Jiu-Jitsu lawyer Paul and I were reviewing your plan for life pricing that exists.
Yes.
Or it said your bill for life, right, ever. And now in the fine print, it says, as long as that plan exists.
Oh, so it could change at any time.
So they can slightly modify the plan and then eliminate your for life pricing.
Your for life pricing does not exist anymore.
I'm sure that's not going to happen.
Never going to happen this week.
I mean, honestly, I could call out Descript because the same thing happened with us with them. So,
oh, what? Oh, man.
Well, it didn't impact you. Paul paid for Jiu-Jitsu lawyer Paul paid for Descript.
But I mean, it happened on our other, how we used to do our podcast.
That's true.
It was like we were paying for the one, like, yeah, because it was like, hey, we're doing this thing. And it's like, I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, why did the pricing change? Why did
I was on Castos did that too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, but why is everything now we only get this much? And that's not how it's supposed to be.
Correct. Yes. There was that too. Yes.
Yeah.
There was, oh yes. That was whatever we were using before. I've forgotten their names.
How Saul and I did our podcast. I was like, because that's why so like, I was like, oh yeah, Dan and I can use the same thing because I'm already paying for it. So,
that's how we ended up on Descript.
Yeah.
Yes. And like, Descript, we are talking about it because we actually like it.
Yeah.
It has been useful.
Pricing changes just suck. So it's
it's they get you using the thing and then they change a thing and then I was actually talking to Gemini.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And Gemini explained
why
Alphabet's whole pricing strategy for not being open source anymore, and they were basically it literally told me now that we have 74% of the market share and we're going to be the powerful AI for Siri, which basically gives us 100% of phone market share. We don't have to do things for customers or keep open source now. Literally, their own AI was telling me their nefarious plans.
Scary world.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's kind of like the future.
It is the future.
This is how we lead dog number one.
Dog number one.
Juliet appearance already on Dogcast.
On Dogcast, we have dog number one, Juliet.
Juliet is here.
Fine specimen right there. Tail a
fine specimen. Tail wagging. This is a Juliet. If you will pop your head up here, not down yet. Yes, this is a fine runt lab shepherd mix, 9-year-old. Still doing agility drills with Mr. Toa, the husky mix, and the Maligator. Think she's going to go straighten them out. Right now, the Maligator and the husky mix are fighting each other in the other room.
Oh, no.
Well, basically, this just consists of the Maligator running around in circles and going crazy, and the husky mix trying to keep up with the Maligator and then getting very tired very quickly because husky mixes have, big, heavy fur.
Mm-hmm. And
then he has to lie down with his tongue sticking halfway out. Yeah. And the Maligator is still like, if you all don't know what a Maligator is, that's a Belgian Malinois on Dogcast today.
Malinois.
Well, and that's related to this issue because they have some sort of animal here
they do have
trying
an
to take
animal.
out Booster Gold.
It must be a alligator.
And he doesn't play fucking drums. The biggest disappointment in this comic is that I expected Animal to be playing some mean-ass drums.
And did not deliver.
Clearly did not deliver.
You bait and switched us with a name and didn't give us what we wanted.
we get a very Legion of Superheroes cover once again.
Oh yeah, no, it's poor Booster.
It's either a Legion of Superheroes cover or it's a cover from one of the Power Pack books Travis and I were reading. I mean, this is Booster is they've got him in foot booties
He's
and
quartered.
arm booties, and it's not looking good for Booster.
No.
And we've got the police guy. That was the federal police guy, right?
Yeah.
Not the local guy. And he's like, for crimes against the state, Booster Gold must die. And then in the background, all these people wearing the police uniforms with masks on, covering their face, or holding Gold Star.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, police.
Yeah.
If you're not on the video stream, I'm doing air quotes. Police that wear masks and just do whatever they want. Never happens.
Never happens.
Not real. Well, it says the history of the DC universe is must reading. Fact on the cover.
Yeah.
And the new history of the DC universe that just came out with Mark Waid writing it also must reading.
Must reading.
So I agree with the original and I agree with the current. It takes a bit to digest though, so I can't wait until 10:20 at night to start reading those, or I fall asleep with the book left resting on my face because I'm old.
Book on face.
Well, anyway, Booster Gold, it says for crimes against the state, Booster must die. Booster Gold must die.
He is. He's looking pretty sad, pretty pitiful, pretty pathetic.
Yeah. We're about to have a dog fight here on Dogcast.
Oh my gosh. They're upset about Booster Gold.
Oh, they're upset that he's going to die. Well, good news is we get a Christmas scene here in 2462.
Yeah.
And we've gone back to, remember how we mentioned this a few episodes ago too, how it was interesting how it used to be that Superboy would always sit a few years behind the current. So this came out in 87. I always don't remember how far Superboy sat, but they went back 25 years here and to 2462, right? It's weird. So if Booster Gold had gone back the 500 years, right, it would have been to 1962, but he didn't. He knew to go back to 1987. It's just weird. It's just weird that they didn't go to 2487. Maybe they were trying to be different than the Legion, which was always exactly 1,000 years in the future.
Didn't go right there. I mean, he's got all this Legion gear. They're going to call him out like, hey, man, what do you got our stuff for?
Well, we get a combination.
Boosted.
First, we get a TV screen here with a new. It's always the news reporters that are going after Booster Gold. And now they don't have to be live on the scene. They can just have a TV up here.
Yeah.
This looks like a Jack Kirby dystopia where nothing in technology has advanced except the media.
Just a smidge.
And we've got somebody selling weird balloon things. Little kids are like it. We've got somebody, what I can only say is if Greg went to the future, he would dress in that.
The poncho? Or
oh, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
We got vertical and horizontal stripes going on at the same time. That speaks to Greg, right?
Yeah.
That is completely Greg
like
right there.
Cool
if I was picking a Greg outfit, you would, you would go horizontal and vertical stripes at the same time, which would drive me insane. It honestly is driving me insane just looking at that. I hate that art right there.
Well, you got Marty McFly over there with his vest.
Yeah, you do. You have a Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's a Christmas
as well.
tree in the background, yeah.
And we've got the title called Run Back. We have writer, penciler, creator Dan Jurgens.
Oh my god.
We have changed inkers again.
Oh.
Yeah, Bruce Patterson on inks.
Okay.
Do they keep putting amazing people on this book all of a sudden? It is interesting. Austin Moss on letters. Colorist Gene D'Angelo and editor Barbara Randall / Kiesel.
All right.
So we know it's going to be a good book because Barbara is on it, and we know that book will be tight. So, Mr. Toa, come here. Hi, welcome to Dogcast, Mr. Toa. This is Mr. Toa.
Mr. Toa? Hello.
Yeah, this is Toa. He is the husky mix. This guy. Is he adorable?
He's
all
adorable.
if you're not on video today,
You're missing
this
out.
was the wrong day to do audio only. You're getting dog cast all over the place. We have all the dogs have descended down into the podcast room now.
It's wild. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
The Maligator is trying to get all the other dogs to play with a torn up frisbee, and the other dogs are like, "No,
no, we don't want
just
to.
going to take it away from me." Okay, well, we go back to. I guess I said they were in the library, but Jack and Rip have made it out of the library, and they are happily working in their house when the federal police show up wearing matching uniforms and masks, and they demand to go inside.
Let us come in.
And friends, you know what to say when that happens, right?
No, thank you. You say
absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
You say absolutely nothing, and you lock your door. If you want to say, please show me your warrant. And if they say no, they don't have one, then you say, I do not permit entry, and you say nothing else. If you want to say anything. However, these guys seem to really want in, and Jack makes the big mistake of opening the door.
He does.
So mistake number one. We know not to open the door for the federal police that all look the same and wear masks. And then it's like, why are these books paralleling time? It's kind of creeping me out, honestly.
It is kind of weird.
And then the police just bust into the house with no warrant or anything.
They're like, you guys were accessing files. We need to talk to you and take you away.
Yeah. Now, it could, since the great disaster and societal changes, we may have lost some of our rights here. So this could be a reflection of the current government. I mean, the federal police did come in and take the jurisdiction away from the local police in the last issue, and they've been tracking people down. And apparently, we're in a situation where, yes, like you said, if you access certain information, all of a sudden the police will descend on you and take you out. And that's why you use our sponsor, Surfshark.
VPNs for everyone.
Yes, we love VPNs. That way they can never find you. In fact, I just want to let everybody know that VPNs are good for a lot of things.
Yep.
But if you think you can use VPNs to commit crimes, I would recommend not doing that because it doesn't work. They'll still find you.
But if you want to watch TV in other places because they have better shows, go for it.
If you want to watch the Royal Rumble on Netflix and not pay for it, you can always set your Surfshark to Canada or Australia. Allegedly, Stephanie McMahon said this on her own podcast.
Okay.
Yes, in an advertisement for one of them, either
Wow.
Surfshark or NordVPN.
Oh.
Yes, this was hilarious. Like literally, their own executive told the viewers how to get around the.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So I will just say, and honestly, too, like I don't know. We're about to have a Royal Rumble right here with the police.
Yeah. Jack doesn't.
Greg and I, by the way. Greg and I do not endorse what happens next. We do not endorse having the police come in and then beating them up. Even if they are federal ICE agents, we don't endorse that.
Jack's just like,
this
man.
is where the comic diverges from our recommendations here. Yes. Well, Jack already messed up, right?
Yeah.
He let them in. That was step failure number one. And yeah, it's been a lot of stuff. The Royal Rumble happened. It was quite possibly the worst Royal Rumble I've ever seen. It lasted like 55 minutes or something like that.
I can't believe you watched it.
Yeah, I can't. Well, I only watched it because it was free. So you are aware, I believe, that the Royal Rumble is my favorite thing every year. Like it's literally my favorite thing. And I usually will watch it, even though it was in Saudi Arabia, which I'm against. Even though
this is all the reasons why I'm like, I can't believe you watched it.
But I did not pay for it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
And so
I'm against you watching it.
In 2026, not 2016, Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble in the biggest who gives a shit ever moment. They've got all this young talent. and then
Yeah.
they continue to put old talent up. Well,
Well,
after all, I mean, CM Punk is the champion right now. Like,
I mean, hey, the guy can wrestle. He can drive a monster truck. What can't he do?
I mean, I like CM Punk, but he's old as fuck. They have all this young
Maybe he needs to
talent that
start.
he would be putting over,
He
right?
needs
Like,
to.
I
Maybe he needs
just
to do a TV show or something like that.
well, speaking of young talent, we're putting over. He probably does.
He could.
Speaking of young talent, we're putting over.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another visitor, Mercy.
Oh, hey,
Hi,
Mercy,
this is the Malligator. Yeah,
the
this is Mercy the
Malligator.
Malligator. As you can see, they call her Malligator because you'll see my hand
yeah.
going straight into her mouth. That's why they're called Malligators. All right, we've seen all the dogs now. So, all right, dogs, you can all go play. So Juliet just like walked away sad when I said they could all go play.
Go away. Go play.
All right, so when we're getting into this here, we've got a big fight going on.
Yeah.
Rip and Jack dispose of the federal police, and they try to take care of Skeet, who they're rebuilding.
Yeah.
And then we flip the page, and because Legends is finished,
Oh,
remember we mentioned that a couple episodes ago. Legends is finished. The kids came and convinced people not to vote for the Emperor wearing no clothes. And,
right.
he hit a kid, and everything it was about the world because everybody came to their senses and was like impeach Donald Trump. I mean, get rid of Glorious Godfrey.
Yeah.
And everything was fine. And now after that, we have an advertisement for the Justice League.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt very old a few days ago because I saw there's a thing I run into on Instagram sometime of a company that restores old posters.
Uh-huh.
And they had one of the Justice League store posters, like the ones they fold in half and the advertising posters, and they were restoring it. And the person said, I bet most comic fans don't know who half of the people on this cover are because they're not part of the Justice League most of the time. And I was like, no. Oberon, Mr. Miracle, Black Canary, Martian Manhunter, Batman, Blue Beetle, Dr. Light, the second Dr. Light, that's Hoshi. We have Dr. Fate, we have Guy Gardner, and we have Captain Marvel.
Shazam.
Who at that time was going by another name.
Shazam.
Billy Batson.
Billy Batson.
All coming out of Legends. And it
Billy
says, we're
Shazam.
tough. We're the tough. We're the proud. We're the all-new Justice League. All-new adventures, all-new team by Keith Giffen, J.M. DeMatteis, Kevin Maguire art, and Terry Austin inks. Boy, that is some amazing Kevin Maguire art there in that promo poster. And
Here's
this
a question.
would go on to be known as the Bwahaha Justice League. Blue Beetle will be there in what, issue 3 or issue 4, right around there?
I think so.
Or not Blue Beetle, Booster.
Booster
will be back. He'll be back. So he just letting you know, Booster's not going to die. Sorry, I spoiled the whole comic. Yeah.
Sorry. It's okay.
Yeah, I can pull it out right here.
Here's a question for you though. Okay, in reality, if this is like you're talking to the characters in this poster, right? And you got Batman and Ted, and Blue Beetle. You got Bruce and Ted there. Do you think that they're upset that Guy Gardner took front and center?
I think they all hate Guy Gardner.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't just think that. I know that.
Martian Manhunter's back there thinking that guy just ate my Chockies, that asshat. Chocos, yeah. It's like that asshat. Yeah. I see.
That was issue 4. Okay. Which will start the relationship with the canceled books. But Booster Gold's book had not been canceled yet. I don't think Blue Beetles had been canceled either, but they were on their way. Spoiler.
Sorry, everybody.
But anyway, I mean, Guy Gardner's an asshole. And so, of course, he goes stand in the front, though. And, I think Oberon is the one that's pissed off.
You think so? Yeah,
Guy
he's
Gardner
like,
being
man,
in front.
I got to stand in the back here. Ugh. Do you know who I am?
Well, I will say within a few issues, this lineup will very rapidly change.
Yeah.
Black Canary will leave. Mr. Miracle will stick around for a little bit longer. Dr. Fate will leave. Dr. Light leaves almost right away. And they're all and Batman leaves right away. Shazam leaves right away.
They're just
So
there to
we've
sell.
got
They're just there to sell an idea.
yeah. So this lineup will rapidly change to a lineup of Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Guy Gardner, Martian Manhunter, Fire and Ice, formerly Ice Maiden and Green Flame of the Global Guardians. And yeah, and you're off to the races there with a big long run of books. And then Mr. Miracle does stick around for a while. I take that back because Big Barda is a big part of the story too. So they do stick around for a while. But yeah, we have the long run and then it splits off and they are so popular they get another book. We get a Justice League Europe book written by an asshole and drawn by awesome people. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But all written in the style that Giffen and DeMatteis used.
Yeah.
So the JLE book really was a clone book of the JLA book with different characters. I mean, it really was.
Here's your stories. They're already.
Yeah, here's the tone we want you to use. Like, I don't want to take away from the author, but I mean, it was basically like, here's the tone you're going to use. You're going to write in this tone. You're going to get these characters. You're going to have the same stereotypes that we have in the other book and go.
Make it happen.
Because we need two of these. Because if you have one book that's selling, we need more. Well, we get back and for once, the federal police have brought Booster Gold to a medical facility to heal him.
Well,
and the federal, but the federal officer says, you're lucky the judge ordered you patched up, Carter. If it were up to me, I'd have let you die on the floor. So I guess same.
Yeah. Same. Yeah.
Except they actually follow judicial orders here. Right. So that'd be the fundamental difference. Yeah. And yeah, today's just, it's just sad.
It is.
I'm trying to bring some levity in. It just sucks.
Well, I mean, Booster makes a good point in his next panel over here.
Yeah.
So go ahead, read that one. That's pretty.
We've got a Maligator eruption here.
Maligator eruption.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the Maligator's doing. But we're having him out. Well, why don't you read the next panel and I'll yell at the Maligator?
All right. Government Spook doesn't know a thing about morals. It's just, he just knows law. Seems the two are unrelated around here.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, in the future.
In the future.
I would say the law here is moral, but it's the people not following the law that are moral at this point.
Yeah.
Well, some laws are moral. Immigration is totally fucked up.
Yeah, well, I bring it to the Booster. But yeah, I get it.
So it is different. But what we do have are federal agents in masks. So that is the same. And they're walking around. It is interesting because it's almost like it is interesting because I think that what they're feeding you here, they mentioned the Great Disaster, right? So something happened in society. They mentioned the slow progress of technology. And then there's the last couple issues, or is it last issue?
Yeah.
And now we get this kind of very looking like, the Legion future, right, is this very bright future. Transitioning soon to a very dark future, but not yet. In 87, still bright future. For the most part, I mean, things are starting to change in the Legion book, but still mostly a bright future. And here we get these, basically kind of stormtrooper looking, except in green.
Militarized cops.
Walking around, militarized cops, walking the streets. And it is a different thing. I would love, honestly, to spend a little bit more time than we actually get in this time period.
To see what is actually happening, how people work, and how they actually are in the society. Well, I think one of the things we glazed over was like the two people talking about the newscast, and one of them was like, "Oh, he's a terrorist," and the other guy's like, "Did he do anything wrong?" So they're having an
Yeah.
actual discussion about the situation. Like one of them was like, well, they're saying this on the TV, so it must be true. And the other one's like, but did he really do anything wrong? You know?
Yeah, and I think we could really be cutting some of those issues too here. There are some parallels to what's going on in real
Yeah.
life right now, but it'd be interesting to kind of play around in this time period to see, like, is there even could we give Booster, because they rewrite Booster's origin already, right? But they've started to. And they rewrite it later as like they start to saying like he did it because his mom was sick or whatever, right? Like he needed money. That's
Yeah.
done in the
The next version.
the volume in the 2000s.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I do think with some more experience in this time period, we may get a little bit more sympathy for Booster doing that thing. Right, maybe the argument that like he couldn't function in the time because maybe it was so oppressive, or it was
Well,
set up in a way where there was no hope.
because like from what it plays out like, and I think kind of like the conversations that we're seeing in some of these ways are like, well, he might have done the thing that he shouldn't have done, but then he went back to do all this good stuff. So is that, if he was doing good stuff, if he did one thing that was against the law, but then he did, or he bent the rules here to do this, but in order to do all these other good things, what's the weighing mechanism, right? So,
And I think where it. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and in the 2000 run, I think like, and I could be wrong, and maybe you can correct me, but I want to say like it's like, yeah, he tries to save his mom. His dad's the one that does the bets against him, and then he throws the game. Spoiler, sorry everybody. And he throws the game in order to try to say, like, to make the money for that situation. So it's like he's doing something bad to do the right thing, but it's also bad. not to justify it.
And I also, and I will say I don't like that change either. I didn't like it when it happened just because I think it like takes away too much from the core of the character, right? And again, I know why they did it.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You don't want people to hate the character. I get that. They were also trying to rebuild Booster into like a legitimate hero again. They try to do this multiple times. I mean, Dan Jurgens tries to reestablish him. I mentioned this before when Superman is fighting Doomsday, right? They put Booster, I mean, he gets his ass kicked, but they put Booster up against Doomsday, and people are like, with Booster's equipment, he's one of the most powerful people in the world, right? Like, and they do try to legitimize him in the 90s and the 2000s. Even now, to an extent, they kind of do, right? They send Booster into the future to try to stop Darkseid. He fails miserably fails. Spoiler alert to a comic that's now like 18 months old. But yeah, I mean, it's ongoing in the stories right now. And it's interesting though. They're not playing into much of Booster's past now. It's just kind of like he's this goofy superhero. And of course, even the episode on Justice League on the cartoon, I forget, is it the Unknown Hero, the title of that episode? But the one where everybody's fighting Mordru and Booster Gold actually saves the universe all by himself, but nobody knows because everybody's off doing this other thing.
And they're not attentive to what he's been doing. Yeah.
Right. And so, we do have these, and DeMatteis may have written that one. If not, I'm sure he had influence because he wrote some of those episodes. So I'm sure there was some influence there. Yeah, it's just they do with Booster a lot, but I think, sticking to this, I think we could have done a little bit more here. Well, let's keep going through the story.
I was
We're only on
say,
page 6.
Your question about like, why did he feel like he had to go back in time to do what he wanted to do? I think it's because didn't they outlaw superheroes in his timeline? So that's why everything, or not outlawed, but like they didn't see a need for them, a necessity anymore. So superheroes were put to the side, right? So nobody was taking up the mantle as a superhero anymore during his time frame. And if he wanted to do something like that, he would be breaking the law. So he figured he'd go back into a time where he could do that. Yeah, he might make
There
some
also
money.
seems to be a lot of things happening where you just break the law for no reason, like accessing information, for
Yeah.
example, right?
I mean, you go to the library.
So there's some
Yeah.
censorship. There's
Yeah.
some very clear rules. We've got federal agents walking around with the guns on their shoulders. Yeah, it's a interesting time, and I think you read this in the '80s, and now you read it, and you're like, oh yeah, it's just how the federal government works, I guess. You read it then, and this is kind of a scary sort of reality.
Wow,
Like,
that's
why
the
is the
future
future like
sucks.
this? So, well, we get back and we get to the bottom of the page, and Booster's being paraded through this facility, still all hurt, and is taken to Trixie / Gold Star, and she's like, "You're all right," but he looks very upset that he's being put back in jail. We get to the bottom of the page, and it says, "With the coming of winter's grip on the city seems to tighten, giant snowflakes float gently to the ground in a silent ballet, and inside a turbulent, emoting emotions. I said emoting. Interesting. Can I read?
Oh, she's emoting.
Ignite a fire. News of Booster's impending death burns in her, but the feeling of helplessness it leaves is far colder than any winter night ever could be." So again, another parallel to now, finding out your loved one is captured by the federal police and put in jail on television or through the media or through a website, and then you cannot do anything about it, access them, find them, etc.
Yeah.
And this should be jarring now, but now it's even scarier, right? It's almost like it should have been jarring when you read it as a kid, but now it's
like
worse.
Parallels, like realist.
Well, and we get even more parallel because Jack and Rip steal the outfits of the police
Uh-huh.
and are able just to intimidate their way into Star Labs. Just walk in, we're the police, we're going in. So
Yeah.
that's where their society's at.
That bottom panel is such a Judge Dredd panel.
Yeah, it is. I'm Judge Green Guy. Yeah, we did mention last time that they all look like judges, right?
Yeah, they all look like judges.
outfit.
I mean, the reality is like they have that Judge Dredd look. So
Except they're green.
except they're
Instead of
green.
blue.
Yeah.
You just mixed a little yellow in there. Bob Ross taught Dan Jurgens. No, it's the colors. Taught D'Angelo to
Just to
put a little green in there on the palette, and then
just turn him into a happy
green
little tree.
outfits,
Happy tree.
and instead of happy green outfits, instead of happy blue outfits.
Yeah. It's
Well,
Christmas time. It's very-
Booster and Jack break into Star Labs now. They talk a lot. I will say, since Barbara took over the editing, the word count has increased in this book.
It has, but I mean, at least like there's a lot of stuff that's like knowledge drop. Like, you're getting the backstory as to like why things are the way they are a little bit here and there.
I also think we needed a little bit of that.
Yeah.
We talked about that lacking in the first 12 issues, right? And so here we are in 15, and we're getting some of that information. But Skeets is back together, and that is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm. Skeets
And
is back.
Wakes up, and he says, "Before we leave, gentlemen, there is one other problem that requires our attention. As long as we're here at Star Labs, why don't we use it to our greatest advantage?"
Oh.
And we flip the page, and again, we've got a hero coming out of Legends. We get the world's greatest escape artist back from his last series done in the 70s with Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
One Mr. Miracle is back.
Mr. Miracle. He's going to escape.
Interesting that we've got a Mr. Miracle series starting at the same time he's hanging out with the Justice League.
Now, if you had Mr. Miracle and the Human Fly, I mean, similar things that he could do.
You'd have a cross-company promotion.
Yeah.
Didn't they eventually buy them?
I don't know.
Didn't in the 90s, didn't they have those characters? Or was that just a relaunch by Archie Comics?
Might have been. I'm not sure. It's just
I know they tried to launch all those characters.
Yeah. It's very similar.
Well, we get a full panel
Oh,
Judge Dredd panel
yeah.
or judges panel.
This one is very, I mean, realistic for the time. He got one jackass in the middle of a bunch of other jackasses just to get two people. But hey,
Yeah. Well, we were mentioning pro wrestling earlier. This does look very much like when the heel is trying to hide behind all of the security guards,
oh yeah, yeah,
and then like the good guy wrestler like pounds through all the security guards and takes the bad guy out.
yeah, yeah. It's fair.
It does look like this. This guy very much likes being in charge too.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're getting a shuttle to board the prisoners. They're putting the prisoners into the shuttle, but lo and behold, two of those judges aren't who they seem to be.
They're not. No.
And they do make Broderick the bad guy. He makes sure that everybody knows these guys got to be alive. So at least we are establishing that there's at least some due process here that still exists. And then the weird judges shoot the bonds off of, or shoot the bonds, things.
The ties that
these?
bind.
Okay.
The
There we
Grimbors.
go. Oh yeah, they shoot the Grimbor devices off of Booster and Trixie. Are they Booster at least? Booster is out now with his broken arm. He just starts beating up jobbers all over the place.
He's landed punches like the airport. As one takes off, the next one's landing. It's just pop, 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 pop. I mean, it's just like being a SeaTac or Las Vegas and is it international? I don't know. McCarran, whatever. Yeah, it's just taking
you were
off.
just there.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
You didn't know what the airport's name was.
I don't know.
You just showed up.
I just showed up. I was enjoying the.
Well, Trixie. Trixie is out, and Broderick is like, enough, and he's in it. We have another Cobra Commander pose.
Oh my
happening.
gosh! Yeah, no, he's
It's
doing
cross
that.
panel.
He's doing he's about to go full on like just like yeah, he's got his arms raised up and his crotch out, and he's like. Ah.
Well, his foot is in one panel, and his other foot's in another panel. His hands in another panel, and his fingers in another panel, and his body's in another panel.
1, 2, 3, 4 panels. He's across 4 panels.
The 7 on the page, so he's all over it, literally.
He is, man. For a little guy, he's
putting his John
really
Hancock
big.
on these panels.
Yeah,
he's really not even that big. His face
No.
is big, and then he's big.
Yeah.
Well, basically, he's like, look, get it together, guys. You could take these guys easy. And then they surround them. And then there's a zap from the sky, and it says, back off, mister.
Oh, no.
And somebody is going to get hurt real bad. And somebody has commandeered a school bus.
Oh, man. It's
a flying school bus.
They're going to go... it's just like that cartoon from the 90s. They're going on one of those adventures with the school bus driver.
Like a magic school bus?
Yeah, a magic school bus.
Wow. That's exactly what's going to happen next. And it's very clear that Mercy St. Clair, the Trekker by Ron Randall, walks out of the school bus. Because if that's not Trekker...
No joke. It really does have a feel to it. It's
interesting that Ron was drawing for DC at this time. It does have a very Trekker feel to it. Well, anyway,
jumps out, blaster in hand. Pop, 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 pop.
Well, Booster looks up the school bus. He's like, unbelievable. That's my sister Michelle. And I do love the absurdity of being rescued by a school bus.
It is.
Broderick, however, does
He's
not.
Not a fan.
And this school bus has lasers. That must be the gun she's shooting everybody with.
Bow, bow, bow.
Well, they take off in the school bus, and they're chasing them on the speeders again, and everything's looking really bad, and Michelle's telling the whole story of why she went to go get Booster. And she's like, the school bus isn't actually outfitted for aerial combat, and since we're nothing but a big, slow moving target, we probably should keep going. And yeah, she's basically telling them all of a sudden in charge here.
Yeah, she just GTA. She's got 5 stars on her right now. She stole a school bus. I mean, she she just took a high value target from the cops. I mean, she just moved herself up. She's now 6 stars.
Well, they send Booster outside, and he starts tussling with the judges and knocking them off their sky cycles.
Is he giving them like
called that a second ago?
He's giving them the axe. He's like got his hands up in the formation. He's
the axe handle.
Yeah, he's axe
double
handling.
axe handle.
Yeah, pow. Yeah,
and
off the ropes.
Michelle is, or not Michelle. Sorry, we have Trixie in the Gold Star outfit. Oh God, I just tried to spoil things.
Yeah. Dan.
I'm bad at spoiling. Wow. Anyway, it's bad at spoiling comic books from 40 years ago. It's terrible. Anyway, basically, Trixie and Booster take everybody out. They get back to Metropolis, is where they want to be.
Yeah.
And they find the Borston time platform.
Oh.
There's a time platform, you see, and Rip, of course, knows exactly how to take care of it because he's Rip Hunter. It's amazing that somebody living in 1987, 86 has all this knowledge about time travel.
Well, I mean, he had a lot of time on his hands.
It's almost like, how could he figure that stuff out? Did he live somewhere else? Was he somebody's son, maybe?
Maybe. Could be. It's a possibility, Dan. It's a possibility.
I wonder if DC holds on to that. I don't know. I mean, they definitely never mentioned it on TV.
No?
Though Booster Gold showing up in Legends of Tomorrow would have been
Best Kiss? Or
amazing.
You'd have just been like,
no, it would have been amazing. That would have been excellent. I also think putting any mainstream DC heroes in Legends of Tomorrow, though, after a couple of seasons would have been a death knell to it, potentially, too. So, anyway, we have a lot of talking happening.
Yeah.
And Booster's like, yes, now there's something you have to know. Hard as it is to believe, I've been living in the past. So he's telling Michelle the whole story. And Michelle's like, I know all about it. I know you're a superhero.
No.
That's where you belong. And he's like, how do you know? And she's like, I saw you save the president. It was great. Oh, cool.
Wait a minute. How'd you get all these emails?
And then Booster calls Skeets mean names. Why is Booster so abusive to Skeets?
Because that's how you are sometimes to those you love. No,
I guess.
It's not true. Skeets.
Well, Booster says...
He's so mad at Skeets, though. He's like, why would you do this to me? You told my sister like I was a superhero. I'm doing all this good stuff. That's my story.
Well, he calls Skeets out and he says, what's the deal, Mr. Historian? You knew all along that I was going to steal the time machine and travel to the past, didn't you? He's like, affirmative. Though information about your exploits, much were lost due to the nuclear conflict. So they didn't even call it the Great Disaster this time. They just called it the nuclear conflict. It's going on in Hex, which we didn't get referenced. So the Hex series may be canceled already.
Oh, man.
He said, if you hadn't been fulfilling your history, I could have never let you leave, Booster.
Oh.
And then the animal shows back up. Great, this guy.
This guy.
He's kind of lame.
I mean, he looks oddly
Stupid.
familiar, but not at the same point,
He does sort of look like George Steele. You weren't wrong before.
We got a different kind of animal.
Yeah. Anyway, it's did you know that George Steele was a school teacher?
Are you serious? Do you have a school bus?
Maybe.
Oh, wow. I would never cut his class.
I
I
think
mean,
so.
there'd be fear, and also I'd be intrigued by what I had learned.
He was a school teacher, and then he would go on TV with a green tongue.
That's awesome.
Yeah, things were different
Things were
in the
different.
'80s, I guess.
Go back and
Well,
teach class the next week.
yeah, the animal is kicking the shit out of Booster
Yeah.
in with pro wrestling moves, just basically punching him and lifting him up and throwing him places. And Trixie's like,
worked.
please, Mr. Broderick, don't do this. We have to go back to 1987. See, Booster has to go, or history will be changed. You'll be ruining everything. You'll
Yeah.
be violating your core principles.
Oh,
And then she shows him a newspaper and said, but he says, if I were to believe you, Red, you'd have a point, but I don't. And then he sees a newspaper with baseball is back. Metro's to open. Here, Booster Gold throws out the first pitch. And
wow.
Broderick's like, you could have left long after that tape was made, 1988, maybe even 1989. And just because Carter dresses like some hero type, it doesn't make them the same person. And this guy's a blockhead.
He is.
He's just not very reasonable.
Not at all.
Well, Broderick tries to shoot at her, and that makes the animal very mad, just like George Steele.
Yeah.
And
Not having
Miss Elizabeth, he's got to protect. Yeah, this may be coming right out of that. Honestly, the way this is written out,
It feels like it. She kind of has a Miss Elizabeth look to her.
Well, anyway, we find out Trixie saved his life last issue. Remember, she rescued him from the water, and now he's trying to return the favor. And that was in last issue. Barbara reminds us. Should also say you should have read that last issue because the issues are good.
Should have read it.
But Broderick's shot severed the main power cable. And what we know about time, especially after Superboy, just dying in the Legion of Superheroes, is that to travel through time, you need a lot of power.
You need power, McFly.
So everybody gets on the time thing, and Booster's like, I'll put the cables back together, just like Superboy did to sacrifice his life in Legion of Superheroes just a few months ago. I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to sacrifice myself with my force field that will protect me, and I'm going to solve the problem. But very similarly, when they were trying to do that there, the animal sees that that's going to happen. He grabs Booster. He throws him on the time panel. He grabs the cable. He shocks himself, sacrifices himself before Broderick can shoot them, and they go back in time.
Whoa.
And they land on a farm in Smallville.
Oh, man.
But not quite. But they do have a moment for Animal as they go back to March of 1987. So they're in Boone County, Iowa.
Boone County. They're on Boone's farm?
Yeah. In fact, they found the destination for every drink you liked in high school.
No.
Yeah, you liked the strawberry.
No.
So anyway, they get back. They've come back conveniently. Went from Christmas time to March, so they missed the entire Legends storyline.
Just boo-boo.
They avoided it completely. And they go back, and Booster does this really nice thing. He brings a whole bunch of supplies and food to the nurse that he was fighting with before.
We don't know that's Booster. He's in a disguise, Dan.
Yeah, they say it's Booster. He's also wearing a Legion flight ring.
Oh, okay. And then he pulls
like
up
one of those.
Yeah.
Only 2 people theoretically have a Legion flight ring, and since John Byrne's an asshole, only 1 person has a Legion flight ring.
See, it's Booster.
John Byrne, you're not an asshole. Just you ruined the Legion of Superheroes, which makes me hate you forever. But I love you too. You're probably like an extremely nice man. Yeah, I don't know.
Or not.
Have you met John Byrne?
No.
Okay, so he may not be a nice man.
We don't know. We don't know. Maybe we'll get an opportunity.
But everybody's back where they're supposed to be, except they're a few months in the future. We're going to find out the implications of this next issue. But for now,
Yeah,
it's the end.
it's the end.
Yeah.
Booster did a nice thing. The nurse is happy. He bonked, so he ponked, and then he honked. Because you got to
Well,
honk before you honk.
that's fair. Well, we flip to the gold exchange, and
Yes.
there is no TM Maple ever. There is a Shades Maple letter, though.
Do you think it's the same person?
Well, it is from Ontario, Canada. There's also a T.E. Pouncey, who is another prolific letter writer. So we're not going to read either of those.
Do you think, okay, here's the question though. T. Pouncey, TM Maple, which one has more letters?
Oh, I'm pretty sure TM Maple does. I don't know. It's hard to say. You know what? If somebody just wanted to take an effort and go through these books and collect all these historical artifacts talking about the letters, it seems like it'd be a cool project to do.
Of all the TM Maples and or TM Pounceys.
Yeah, I'm sure if somebody wanted to take some time to go do that, it'd be well worth their time. But we are going to read a letter from James S. Rich of 5613 West Avenue, Quartz Hill, California, 93536. So if you want to look up, if you agree with Mr. or Ms., I don't know, I messed that up. If you agree with them, Jamie could be, yeah, I'm gendering a Jamie. That's not cool.
Yeah, don't gender a Jamie.
We don't know. Well, they say hello. I know you've been sitting on your hands all month waiting to hear what I had to say about Booster Gold number 11. Well, Dan, by now, I think I can tell you, Dan. I'm finally going to relieve your pickled red pinkies and flat out tell you, absolutely positively, no doubt about it, explosive. Isn't that when they blew up the building?
Maybe. Yeah.
And guess what, you lucky Blue Devil? There's more. Yes, more. How'd Blue Devil get involved in this?
I don't know.
When Booster first fired Dirk, I jumped and screamed, literally, yay, I love Jamie. Jamie, we like you. Well, I do. Greg likes Dirk, so he was
I don't like Dirk.
You love Dirk. Yeah.
I don't know.
So
not so much.
You love corporate bosses. I was so happy that the dude was going to finally get what was so richly deserved. He connived and cheated and lied and all sorts of nasty things. Now someone is finally going to stick it to him. But as I continued to read, I began to feel sorry for the old guy. Now, that's how you felt. I didn't feel that way. You felt that way. He knew he deserved to be fired and was sorry for what he did. And then when Shockwave attacked, he began to redeem himself. Maybe some goodwill will come out of him after all. Yeah, maybe. Booster Gold is a waiver. I love it. A new haircut. Oh, okay. I get it. He's a waiver, right? Because of his new haircut.
Okay, got it.
Now there is a super dude you'd want to be seen with. Best of all, after flying for a couple of hours, it'll still look the same.
Oh,
Dan, your work continues to excel. Keep it up. I do agree with Jamie that the books we mentioned have been continually getting better, and we appreciate that. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Jamie S. Rich, 5613 West Avenue, Quartz Hill, California. If you want to reach Jamie, just write a letter there, 9393536. Just write a letter there. I'm sure you'll connect with Jamie.
I don't know if Jamie still lives there.
Are you sure? I think people live in their same houses forever.
Maybe. I mean, maybe.
That's why you publish your address in this thing.
Okay. It'd be crazy to get a response back. That'd be awesome. Like, you write to them and they're like, you read my letter in the gold exchange.
It's been forwarded like 5 times. Like,
yeah.
Well, we do get an interesting thing here.
Okay.
There's a little booster down in the corner. It says, yes, now there's something you have to know. Hard as it is to believe, I've been living in the past, 1986 to be exact, and the life I lead. And we get a response from Michelle. We read this already. Mike, I know all about it. I know you're a superhero, and that's where you belong. You know, but that's impossible. I mentioned that before.
Yeah.
And why does that lead us into the next book?
I don't know.
Where is Michelle? Why was Michelle on the time platform? I don't know.
She couldn't stay
we can only find out. We can only find out by going to the next issue.
Yeah, that's true. But she couldn't stay in her time because she's like, I mean, she got 6 stars on her, stealing a school bus, blasting some cops, stealing Booster back from them. I mean, she did some stuff. I mean, she was up there. They're gonna probably put her in the clink for sure, you know. So she was like, I gotta get out.
Good news.
Yeah.
Good news. Next issue, we get a new headquarters. We get a topless Booster Gold for like several pages.
Oh wow, Dan's excited.
We get Cheshire.
Oh wow.
We get Hawk.
Yeah.
Not Dove.
Yeah.
Well, Dove died in Crisis, so spoiler. So interesting.
It's like a cloak with no dagger.
Yeah, kind of. So there we go. It's yeah, it is what it is, and we're almost there.
All right,
and
look forward to it.
Yeah, we have dogs, and we have all sorts of things happening. So we got a dog war happening down here.
Oh my gosh, I know you. Dogcast is back again, everybody. Yeah. It's happening. Dog war in the basement. Okay,
well, and during a dog war, we have mentioned a couple things. We did mention Jiu-Jitsu lawyer Paul. If you have people breaking into your house or have employment issues, where people are violating your rights, you could reach out to Paul.
There you go. In
fact, you could call Paul.
You could call Paul.
It's amazing. You could call Paul. And when you call Paul, you say, "Hey, Paul, I heard about you on Funny Book Forensics.
Yeah.
I'm having a problem that I need some help with.
I need your expertise."
You call Paul at 253-656-4475. See, I have the number now.
You got the number.
656-4475, and you talk to Paul or you talk to Kelly, his assistant, and you see if you can get a consultation. So if you are having employment law issues, he also works on estate stuff, contracts for Greg sometimes, but mostly employment law right now. And Paul has a bar license in both California and Washington. So if you have an issue, and I understand, sadly, that there are a lot of people who experience layoffs and some terrible things at work over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And if you think that layoff was due to having a disability, if you think it was because you issued a complaint at work and then they used the layoff as an excuse to dismiss your complaint without due process, talk to Paul, and he'll see what he can do for you. Not every case is a case that where the employer is at fault. Sometimes it's just because bad things happen and they're at fault, but they're not legally at fault, which sucks. It sucks when large companies lay off people and make billions of dollars and shift all those resources to funneling money into AI. Yeah, the world kind of sucks when you do that. And then their product sucks because they put it in AI and then their whole system is crashing after that. I mean, it's great. But if something like that happened to you and, you had a concern that you presented or somebody was discriminating against you because you have a disability and they were refusing to accommodate you in a job that you've been doing for years, talk to Paul and he'll see what he can do.
Yep. Talk to him.
And he's also a big supporter of our podcast, and he also runs Certified Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
On 27th and Bridgeport Way / Jackson Avenue in Tacoma, Washington / University Place, Washington. There's so many slashes in that address. If you don't live here, and most people don't, when you get off the highway, you're on a road called Jackson. And then when you go a few blocks, it turns into Bridgeport, I believe at 19th.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense. You get off on around 6th, and by the time you get to 19th, the road has changed names.
Yes.
So that's why I always say Jackson and Bridgeport. And and so, and the most important thing right now that we're advertising is the Maligator just brought me a no-arm gingerbread man to throw.
That is so gross looking.
Here you go, Maligator. Yeah.
Oh,
And
that thing needs to
that
get
was
washed or something. I don't know. That's gross.
that is as one of the alligator's favorite things to carry around.
So
So,
yeah, looks like it.
and also, uh, we have a great place to go if you want retro things, or maybe you want them sent to you in the mail, because that could happen if you ask
Mm,
Anne very nicely,
no, not so much.
or not.
Yeah, no, I
You
wouldn't.
could
I
show up
wouldn't say that
on Meeker
because
Street in Kent, Washington.
yeah, I would just say
There was a
because
very special thing.
I,
It's not the
so
normal part of the
yeah,
business,
so,
but if there was a
yeah,
very special thing,
it's because with the way that shipping and other things have gone drastically, ridiculously sideways in the last couple of months, she has pulled back on that offer of things because it is ridiculous to ship stuff.
not as many things in the mail right now. But if there was a very special thing, or you were in the Kent, Washington area, you could go visit the Retro Emporium on Meeker Street in Kent, Washington. You will find it because it's the only Retro Emporium on Meeker Street in Kent, Washington. So good news, you'll find it.
You'll find
Just
it.
don't go up the giant hill. As long as you stay off the giant hill, you will find it.
Stay downtown. You're fine.
You can also walk around to some other thing like rocks and more rocks. So it'll be good.
And yeah.
And last but not least, uh, you brought them up before. Project Nerd has sponsored some of our podcasts, and we always forget to mention them. And it's rude. Iggy is awesome, and so is Project Nerd. So follow Project Nerd for memes and podcasts and all sorts of cool things. And finally,
Yeah.
the most important thing that we advertise on this podcast.
Oh,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
There's a book on Kickstarter, but it's not on Kickstarter because somebody worked on another book and then worked on a different book and then worked on this book. And so we're waiting to get one book out, Starlight graphic novel, forever. We're waiting to get that book out.
Sorry.
And then when that book is in our grubby little hands, another Kickstarter is going to launch, but we give you a link for that Kickstarter. And that Kickstarter is called Dog Days of Summer. It's Raining Alex's.
Close enough.
Okay. And so we'll go ahead and put the link in the podcast.
Forever, Alex.
Dog Days of Summer. It's Raining Alex.
It's raining, Alex. Yes.
Or it's Raining Alex everywhere.
Yes.
In fact, I believe Alex kind of looks like the gingerbread man that was just handed to me by the alligator.
At one point he does. Yes, of course.
So you can get that. It's by Travis Webb and Brett.
Dell.
Say his name.
Adele.
Say his name.
Adele.
Say his name.
I did. I just said it 3 times. He's gonna appear in my house.
It's going to appear in your house. Well, that's good. We got him out of Portland. So fantastic. And unless you have something you're trying to promote, that's all I got.
Trying to get this cough to go away.
Okay. I'm trying to get my back to not hurt. So we are working on that together.
We need to go to the future to get those that medicine that boosters on to get better, man.
I just need a stim pack.
We need a stim pack. I need. Yeah.
Everybody needs a stim pack or a healing potion. I think I need a greater healing potion, actually.
A greater healing potion. Just put some dirt on it.
Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it, Dan.
Well,
rub yourself. Just put yourself in the dirt. Just like go rub. Just roll around in the dirt. You'll feel better.
Well, as we venture forth,
you could put butter on it, like my neighbor would say.
Wow! So as we venture forth, we could keep talking about whatever you're talking about, or we could end the podcast, and it would be fine. We did our plugs. We talked about the book. We're talking about issue 16 next time. And we have a super cool cover where Booster fades into the background of the cover. It's really cool.
Oh, he teleports.
No.
Oh, okay. He just fades.
All right. Well, that's it. We're done.
All right.
I can say no more again.
He's got nothing else to say.
Except if it's still up, Backtrekker, it may be down by the time this podcast is out, but support
just
Ron Randall.
Yeah, it's go check out Ron.
Posting his stuff too.
Yeah, go check out Ron. See what he's got going on. If this Trekker issue's out, then just go buy some of the other ones.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll help you out.
Yeah,
if you need it. Or just follow Ron Randall on, social media.
Yeah, because like he'll throw up cool records he's listening to some days, and it's always nice to be like, oh hey, I wonder if I have that at the shop, and I'll go grab it and bring it home and check it out, because he's got some good choices out there, good choice cuts to check out.
There you go. All right, that's all the plugs I'm doing today.
All right,
This podcast is over. We are leaving. That's it. Goodbye. It's over. No, we can't do anymore.
Thanks a lot,
It's
everyone.
done.
We're done.
We have Dogcast going on.
Yeah.
Toa, come over here, buddy. We're ending it with Dogcast. Up here, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, buddy boy.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
and just
All
got
right.
licked all over the
Yep.
face.
I miss Mr. Toa. He doesn't live here anymore, but I get to see him when his daddy goes out of town. So, all right, bye, everybody.
See you later.